Anyway, let's get going. No more moaning about my garden. Okay, so here we go. I've got my mat laid out already, so I'm just going to get you to stand with your middle toe in line with your knees, in line with your hips. And let's start with a shoulder on. I'm going to place your hand on the shoulder this morning and just start to circle that shoulder around. So don't worry about going with the music, I've just got a CD playing which has got a beat to it. I'll just turn that down a little bit, but it won't really be suitable for every move that we do. Okay, so let's take that to a bigger circle now. So we're going to circle all the way back. So as you circle back, try not to do this look and let your body sway. So try and keep the body quite still and let the chest open up. Just 2 more times with that big circle. And 1 more, and then let's go to you holding onto your shoulder on the left and circle round. I always feel a few clunks when I'm doing this one. So nice big shoulder roll. Okay, and then don't worry if you feel a few clicks and crunches. I'm sure a few of us are doing. And then we're going to take that circle a little bit bigger. So if you're feeling comfortable to take it behind, open up the chest. Good, 2 more times, and 1 more, and then just bringing the shoulders forward and back, so shrug forward and back. So this is a little bit like standing figure 8, so shrugging forward and back. This feels really nice on your upper back. Just 2 more times, open up that spine, and 1 more, good, and then back to centre. Tucking the chin in, rolling right to left. Just glancing over your shoulder as you go. And again, really remember to breathe in deep. Breathe deeply. So I forgot to mention this, but you all know this. Breathing in through your nose and out through the mouth. Try and tap the pelvic floor as you take a breath in. Abdominals tightening as you breathe out. Let's go right to left just once more. Just loosen that neck off. I'm feeling really stiff today. Okay, so back to the centre and taking you into a rotation. So we're going to bring your arms to a 90-degree angle. Keep your hips forward, rotate right to left. So rotating around each way. So we really want to clench the legs, clench the buttocks rather, tense the legs, so that you're only feeling this in your waist. So round we go, try and go as far as you can, and twist. Remember those hips are staying stable. We're going to go 1 more right, 1 more left. And come back into centre. We're going to take your feet still hip width apart, take into a floating squat. So just going to get your legs a little bit warmer. So down we go, so sitting all the way back in your heels. And after the next one, we're going to go up onto your toes and reach to the ceiling. Here we go, so we're going to go up on the toes, squat and reach. So reach and lift, and reach and lift. Here we go, 2 more, reach. Lift, going a little bit quicker than the music, it's a bit too slow. 1 more, reach and lift. Coming down on your heels, staying here, bending right to left. So here we go, right, centre, left and centre. So try and keep your arms close to your ears so they're just parallel and you're not letting one arm drop lower. Good, again, 1 more way, this way and back to centre. Bringing the arms down and we need to get into a little bit more on your spine. So we're going to roll you down now and then we'll extend back as we come up. So tucking the chin in, down we go 1 bone at a time. Let your arms dangle, shoulders fall forward. So all the way to the bottom. Bend your legs more if you need to, but you want a fairly straight leg as long as it's not locked out straight. And just breathe deeply as you come down to the bottom. Okay, taking a breath in. Exhale then start to make your way up again. Keep breathing after that breath out. So we're going to bring the shoulders back, float the arms up to the ceiling, clench the buttocks and arch back. And then back to centre. Taking your second roll down, here we go, tuck your chin in. So arms are dangling, shoulders drop, breathe deeply as you come all the way down. So without locking the legs out here, just going to straighten them a little bit more. So just straighten the legs a tiny bit more if you can. Feel that in your hamstring. Good, taking a breath in. We're going to exhale and make your way back up again. Taking it steady as you go, contracting your tummy as you come up. Float the arms, clench the buttocks again and arch your spine back. Keeping those buttocks tightly clenched, head in line with your spine. And back to the top, bending right to left, here we go. So side and side. And one more right. And one more left. And back into centre. So just going to do a little bit of balancing with you now. So just taking a knee raise and a turn out on the knee, on the right. So we're going to lift the knee, turn it out, bring it in and lower it down, changing to the other side. So it's lift, open and drop. I'm not very good on my balance today. So try not to tense into your shoulders as you're doing this one. Okay, so you're opening up the hip. And again, opening out, oops, there you went then, and one more left, back to centre, okay, and we're going to leave you at that for your warm up. So when you're ready, get you down on the floor. If you have a little towel, that sometimes we use that, depends what we do. So we'll grab a towel just in case we need it. And we're going to start off in a seated position. Okay, so I'm going to sit forward for this one, so just want to stretch into your hips a little bit more. So at the moment you've got both knees bent, we're going to lengthen the left leg out and cross the right leg over it. Okay, so let's hold on to this right leg with your left hand and sit up really straight. Okay, so now we're going to bring you into this position and we're going to open back. So open back and twist across. Open back and twist across. So two more. One more. Okay, now we're going to take this right hand and push it against this right knee. So now we're going to do the same thing but with the left hand and see how it feels. So let's open back, so twist, bring it across. Now all the time you're twisting, I want you to keep pushing on this right knee. So inhale back, exhale as you twist. Two more. One more. Good, and let's bring it back into the centre and extend that right leg out. So exactly the same, left leg crossing over. So we're going to bring the right hand across and pull it in, and the left hand comes up here, and let's rotate through. Here we go, so it's twist and back. So I want you to twist both ways if you can. So really big twist. Here we go, two more. All the way around, one more. And now we're going to get this left hand and push right against this left knee. Sit up as straight as you can. And we've got the same thing going on. Here we go, twist back. So open back and twist. Now all the time you're twisting, keep pressing onto that left leg. So you're pushing in so you can feel that hip opening up. And again, so we've got 3, 2, sitting straight as you can, try not to slouch, and 1, and then releasing the legs, and sitting up nice and straight, and just hinging forward. So you're keeping Keeping your legs straight, but you're not actually bending your back, so you're sitting up really straight and just going to hinge forward without bending that lower spine. So again, you should feel it more in your legs, so you're not going to bend your lower back. You've hinged forward with a really straight back. Okay, good. Let's bend the knees now. Okay, and hold on to your legs, taking you into half roll down. So going down, contract the tummy and come up. Again, you're going to inhale at the bottom and exhale as you come up. Now, if you're feeling okay with that, going to let go. We're going to try and go down as far as we feel we can. If I go all the way to the floor, definitely won't get back up again. So just going in as far down as you feel you can. So inhaling at the bottom and exhale as you lift, and 2 more. Here we go, last one. And coming up to seated. So let's give those legs a bit of a rest. So coming down onto your mat, and we're going to go into a bridge, which will give you a nice stretch through the tops of the legs as well as into the spine. So walking your feet towards your bottom, arms at the side of your body, and here we go, tilt the pelvis, come up 1 vertebra at a time all the way to the top, and then press through each vertebrae as you come all the way back down again. So going in your own time with this one, lifting all the way up, pressing those hips to the ceiling, and really try and think about each vertebrae in your spine, and coming up onto the shoulders, try not to go onto the neck. So coming all the way to the top and holding it. Okay, now we're going to walk the feet a bit closer in and come up onto the toes and press the knees together. So we want you to imagine you're holding onto a £20 note, and let's keep those knees pressed together. We're going to lower the bottom and slightly, and then lift and clench. Here we go, so we're going to go lower, release and clench at the top. Relax as you drop, clench as you lift. You're going to keep those knees pressed together, balancing on those toes. Inhale as you drop, exhale as you lift and clench. Arms relax, 2 more. 1 more. And separate the knees, place the feet down and come all the way back down to the bottom. Going to bring your legs to a tabletop position now and bring the upper body up. So if you're feeling really uncomfortable in your neck at all, then you obviously just lay on the floor. So let's grab a hold of the backs of the head and neck and take a toe tap down and up. So I want to inhale as we lower and exhale as we lift. So remember, you're not dropping your heel to your bottom like this. Okay, you're taking your leg and sending it away. Inhale down, exhale up. Got to draw those abdominals in as you breathe out. Here we go, last 2. And last 1. And grab the backs of the legs, wriggle up again. Just going to leave those legs floating there. They're not going to do anything. So I want you to try and think about relaxing your legs now and just let them float up in the air there. Okay, so both hands at the back of the head. Going to contract the abdominals, contract and release. Contract and release, so you've got to pull those, contract those abdominals, And we're going to squeeze everything into clam, so bring everything together. Three tiny squeezes in. 3, 2, don't pull on that neck. And release. And 2 more. And last one. 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Well done. Okay, so now we're going to go into another bridge again, so we'll work you in a different way. So relax the arms to the side, tilt the pelvis, come up 1 vertebra at a time all the way to the top of your bridge, and then once you're up there, walk your feet a little bit closer in. And here we go everybody, right leg straight up in the air, left arm, circle round, 4, 3, 2, and 1, changing direction, for 4, 3, inhale down, exhale up, 2, and 1, hold at the top, float your right arm up as well, flex your foot, we're just going to lower the leg on its own, down and up, vertical drop, for 4, 3, foot is flexed, 2, okay, now you're going to go to the side, here we go, so horizontally out, arms stayed still, this will be hard, 3, I'm wanting to move that left arm, hold it still if you can, and 1 more, good, bring it back down to the floor, arms drop down, down you go, you're going to grab a hold of that left knee, tuck it into your chest, and extend that left leg through. Okay, so taking you straight to the side. Here we go, tilt the pelvis, come all the way up to your bridge again, right to the top, hips are nice and high, feet walk a bit closer in, left leg straight up in the air, and then both arms go up. Flex your foot, vertical drop, down and up. Oops, I forgot my circle. I'll do that one next. Okay, so here we go, right leg, right arm, so left leg, right arm for 4, 3, 2, and 1. The other arm flex up, flex your foot, horizontal drop, 4, doing it in a different order, 3, here we go, 2, 1 more, oh, and then take a break down, well done, grab that right knee into your chest, and extend that right leg out, so stretching through the leg, the hamstring, that works really hard holding you up in the air. Okay, so now we're going to go into a mermaid leg and work into the upper abdominals again. So we want to bring the heels towards us, and the heels are about hip width apart, but the heels are lifted and the balls of the feet are down. And once again, we're going to press those knees together. Okay, so we want you to wriggle up as high as you can get. So come up as high as you can, and then we're going to put, first of all, your left hand at the back of your head and neck, and then look like you're holding on to a plate with your right arm there. But what I don't want you to do is push that shoulder forward. So roll the shoulder back and down and scoop around the edge. Here we go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now on the last one, hold it. Okay, put your right hand at the back of your head now. Come back to centre. We're going to go round again for 8. Ready? 8, 7. I'm going a bit quicker than music. 6, 5, 4. Keep your knees stable and press together. 3, 2. Now the last one holds, and we're going to go round really, well not really fast, but fast around the edge for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Now we're going to do a crunch to the ceiling for 8. Go pull on your neck. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep those knees pressed. 1. Back to centre and take a break down. Just release your legs for a moment because we're going to stretch the inner thighs by placing the feet, the heels of the feet and the soles of the feet rather together, and just gently pressing down on those inner thighs before we do the other side. You're working really hard by having those knees pressed together. So let's go straight to the side. You want your heels to come in, hip width, heels up, balls down, balls of the feet on the floor, knees pressed together, wriggle up as high as you can. Stay there if you can. This time it's right hand at the back of the head. Imaginary plate round the edge. Here we go. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Stay as high as you can. 4. Don't pull on your neck. 3. Knees pressed together. 2 and 1. Hold it. Both hands at the back. Now come back to centre. Round the edge again for 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep that upper body lifted. 4, 3. Knees pressed together. 2. Hold it here. Round the side faster. Goes 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep that upper body up. 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Crunch to the ceiling. Here we go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back to centre. And relax it down. Well done. Whew. Okay, so we're going to come over, changing positions onto all fours next. So off we go, onto your front. So remember, if you have really bad wrists, you can go down on the elbows and you will just float one arm off to the side as we're bringing the arm forward and around the edge. So let's see how we go with this one. So you're on all fours, hands under the shoulders, hips over the knees. You're in that straight position there with a nice flat back, head in line with the spine. Right knee lifts slightly off the mat, left hand floats just above. Now you're going to move your body weight slightly forward so you feel more weight going into the arm. Lengthen the left arm against your ear, but don't tense that left shoulder, roll it back and down. Just let the arm float near your ear. Right leg lengthens back. You're in a straight line, straighten your leg, and then you're going to flex your foot, and that foot is going to tap down, and we're going to take it out to the side. So we're going to go tap, lift, side, in and drop. So one tap, lift, goes out, in and back. So it's lift, side, in, drop. Again, lift, side, in and drop. 2 more. Lift to the side, bring it in, drop. 1 more. Lift to the side, in and drop. Lengthen it out. Okay, lengthen and point your toes. Arms stay still, leg circles round for 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction for 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to move your foot and your hand to the corner of your mat. So right round as far as you can, further than the corner if you can, back to centre. And again, all the way round, all the way back. 2 more, all the way round, all the way back. 1 more, all the way round, and all the way back. And bring it all the way in. Sit over your feet, well done. Each fingers forward. And both hands come to the left, about 45 degrees. And your right hip drops over the edge of your right foot. And you can take this a bit deeper by just gently pressing that right arm, that right elbow towards the mat. And you'll feel this more in your back then as well. So you feel the right side, where your waist is, and then cross the shoulder blade on the right too. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, so let's come into a back exercise and then we'll do the other side. So straight down on your tummy. And today it's going to be breaststroke. So we'll lift the legs as well on this one. So as we come forward, we lift, sweep, and then we lower down. So just join in when you're ready. Feet together, legs are nice and straight. So you're tucking in, you're going to lift everything up. Arms come forward, sweep around, in and lower down. Remember to breathe. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you sweep. Inhale in, exhale down. So 4 breaths. Deep breathing. So nice, smooth move. One more, last one. And relax it there. Okay, so coming up, let's do a really nice cat stretch before we go and to the other side of the Superman. So all the way up we go, stretch that spine out. And then just drop flat. One more. And drop flat. Okay, so let's come into the other side on your Superman. So here we are on all fours. Left knee lifts slightly off the mat. Right hand floats just above. Now you move your body weight slightly forward now so you can feel more going on in the core, and the weight will go into the arm more. Lengthen the right arm against your ear. Shoulder rolls back and down, arm floats. Left leg lengthens back. So you're going to flex your foot. Here we go, tap down, lift to the side and in. So it's drop, lift, side and in. Drop, lift, side and in. Got 2 more, lift, side, and 1 more, side and drop. Just going to move forward a little bit. So then the left leg straightens and point your toe, arms stay still, legs over drag. 4, 3, 2, 1, change direction. 4, keep breathing. 3, 2, straight leg. And then here we go, we're going to move round the corner and all the way back. Then round as far as you can. One more, keep that right knee still. And all the way back. Bringing it in. Sitting over your feet. Inching your fingers forward. Both hands to the right this time. Left buttock and hip lifts over the foot, drops to the floor. And then the left arm, we just press it towards the mat. Okay, and then we're going to come back, do a little bit more work on your back, and we also need to get your plank done next. So we'll get the plank done out of the way. So we're going to come down onto the elbows for this one, and you've got your belly on the mat as well. So you've got your elbows, tuck those elbows in, and you can clasp your hands for a little bit of balance if you want to. And we'll try and go for a minute again. See how we go. Seems a long minute. We'll do our best. Okay, so at the moment you've got your belly on the floor, pushing the ball and feet into the mat. And first of all, is to lift the belly off the mat, so you're in a half plank position, and you can stay like this if this feels enough for you. If you want to come up it a bit further, get ready, lift your knees, up, now up you go. Make sure your bottom's not sticking up in the air, and also that your back's not sagging. Let's add a few little moves to this. We're going to tap both knees down and up for 4, 3, don't rest on those knees, just tap them, 2, and hold in plank. Right foot, left foot lifts, here we go, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stay in full plank. We're going to do a tiny pike, so you're not going to lift up too high, but you'll lift and contract your abs. Here we go, for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, and relax. That was a minute, well done. Down you come, take a little rest, overlapping your hands, forehead on your hands, pelvic tilt, so pushing the hips forward and rocking forward and back. Got 2 more, and from here we can go into swan dive, a nice one for your back again. So we've got your elbows below your shoulders and your hands are directly in front of those elbows now, so tucking those elbows in. Feet come together, rotate the heels towards each other, clench your buttocks and press up and through. Pushing the shoulders away from your ears. Good, and relax it down. Relax the buttocks as you lower. Clench them as you come up. Nice deep breathing. And relax them as you lower. So we're going to go a bit deeper now. So hands are a bit wider. So if you're not sure and your back is a bit delicate, just stay on the first one we did. Okay, but if you want to go a bit deeper, legs and backside stay relaxed, and we press up and through. So once again, shoulders away from your ears, and then lower down, and again all the way up as far as you can go. Make sure those hands aren't too far in. You want to be probably about level with your forehead as you come down. And again, up we come. It's really good for your back, this one. Try not to let your head drop through your shoulders. And all the way down one more time. Lovely. And then all the way down. We're going to do that really gentle back stretch by tipping the pelvis again. So you just feel this in your lower back. So rocking the pelvis back and forth. Just rock and release. And rock and release. Just 2 more. Good, and 1 more, and then coming up again for a really nice stretch through your spine, which is once again is another cat stretch. So here we go, arch your back, pull the belly up, and then flatten it down, and then all the way up again. Good, and then coming back down. So now we're going to come down the edge of the mat, and we'll work into some side lying moves. So off we go, laying all the way along the line of the mat. So if you're on a towel, treat that the same way, or just make sure that your body's in a really straight line, and you should be balancing all on one side of your body. Okay, so you're not balancing anywhere on your buttock. If you feel dizzy, you just pop your head into your hand like that. Okay, if not, just keeping everything flexed. So tensing the legs, flexing the feet, floating the arm up to the ceiling. Tense those legs, flex those feet, lift both legs off the floor. And you want to balance here, so you should feel you're balancing straight down one side of your body. Now I'm going to make this a bit harder today. I want you to skim your waist away from the mat. So now you feel as if you're balancing on your hip and your head. Okay, so now we're going to lift that top leg up and down. 4, 3, 2, hold the top leg there, lower leg up towards it. 4, keep that waist lifted. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, hold both legs at the top, keep your waist lifted. This is going to be hard. Both legs together. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest everything down to the mat. And let the waist drop into the mat as well, so you've just relaxed everything there. Head pops into your hand. Both feet to the front of the corner of the mat. Okay, and now the toes are going to be the toes are going to be pointed, so the feet are pointed, and we've got just the fingertips at the front. We're going to go to 3-point now, so it's lift to the front, lift to the back. Now as you're going back with your leg, make sure this hip is stable here, so you can even put your finger on it, and make sure that this hip isn't rolling back. So we don't want to roll, we want to stay in one position by lifting and lowering the leg, but keeping the hip stable. So open back without the hip, without the pelvis moving. So you can hold on here if you want to just see what's happening. One more forward and back. Good, now hold it here with the top foot just above the lower foot. We're just going to float that lower leg off the mat. Okay, float the arm to the ceiling, and the top leg lifts up and down for 4, 3, it's in line with the other leg, 2 more. 1 more, hold at the top, you're keeping that lower leg lifted, tiny circle for 4, 3, 2, 1, change direction, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. It's much harder, as you can tell, with that lower leg off the floor. So straight down the edge of the mat again, head back on your arm over the top. You're not going to skim your waist this time, but you're going to point your toes, join your legs together, lift both legs up for 4, 3, 2, and hold at the top. We're going to lift and reach to your feet for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here, balance and hold. Oops, nearly went. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Well done. Let's change sides. So just going to roll you out. So I'll change ends so we can see what's going on. Oh, that's going to be hot. Okay, here we go. So lying down. Remember, everything's in line. And if you feel dizzy, you'll put your head up here onto your hand. So feet are flexed. Okay, this arm comes to the ceiling. Tensing the legs, flexing the feet, lifting both legs off the mat. Are you ready to skim that waist up? Lift your waist slightly up, balancing on your hip and your head. Top leg up and down. Here we go. 4, 3, 2. Exhale, inhale down. Hold at the top, lower leg up towards it. 4, keep that waist skimmed. 3, 2, hold at the top, keep your waist skimmed, both legs together. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's so hard. Come down. Woo. Head in your hand, feet to the front of your mat, toes pointed. Okay, so hold on to this hip if you're not sure what's going on. 3-point, it's lift to the front, lift into the back. I'm going a little bit quicker than music. Lift to the front and lift to the back. Hip stays stable there, so your pelvis isn't rocking. So opening up through the inner thighs, you lift. Should feel your buttocks working with this one. Good, 1 more forward and back. Good, and then here we go. Those feet come level with one another. Okay, so we're going to have this arm up in the air and lift both legs off the mat. So now your top leg comes up and down. 4, 3, 2. You're still balancing down your one side. Good, and then you're going to lift the top leg up, circle for 4, 3, lower leg still lifted, 2, 1, change direction, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it back down. You should feel your hip and buttock with that one. Coming back down the edge of the mat again. Okay, so you don't skip your waist on this one. This arm comes up, we're going to lift both legs for 4, 3, exhale up, inhale down, 2, and 1. Are you ready to sweep to your feet? Here we go. So reach and down, reach and down. 2 more. Last one, holds. Balance and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Well done. Okay, so we're going to stretch it all out now. So let's get you down on your mat. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is try and stretch all down one side of your body. So this is one of my favourite stretches. I don't know what it's called, I just call it the A stretch, and most of you will be familiar with it. So we're going to have your feet and knees hip width apart with your knees bent, and slide your feet to the edge of your mat, just to the edge, okay? So your knees are still hip width, but your feet have come a bit wider to the edge of your mat. So you need to be in the centre of your mat before you put your feet to the edges there. Okay, so your arms are stretching out to the side of your body, and we want to let those legs just drop and flop. So drop and flop to the right, and to the left, and to the right and the left. I want you to just go in your own tempos, just keep rocking side to side, but I want you to let your hip open up. So every time you go, let that top hip roll a little bit further across, so the whole lot's dropping across. So just really let it all drop and go. Everything's rocking across. So the next time you go to the right, that's where you'll stay. So you're staying on the right side, and you're going to lengthen your left arm right up against your left ear and inch those fingers away. So I want you to sort of lift through the rib cage, if that makes sense. Then this right arm, we're going to bring it across the body and grab a hold of your waist. I always lift my top for this one because I can grab hold a bit better. So you're going to lift that, pull against the waist and pull up towards your armpit. So you should feel your ribs in your hand, and then take a few deep breaths in and out. So breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now as you breathe out through the mouth, I still want you to try and contract into your abdominals. So as you're breathing in, exhale, contract the abs. And as you contract those abs, you'll feel that pull against the pull against the muscle as you're lifting it up. 2 more. One more. Okay, and then you bring your arms back to the side of you again, and you drop both legs to the left. So the whole lot flops and drops, and then you get your right arm and lengthen it against your right ear, inch your fingers away, and remember you're going to bring this left arm across your body, and you're going to grab hold of your waist. So you grab it right where those ribs are. Now pull that right up to your armpit, so lift the ribs up, pull the waist, pulling the muscle at the side there. And then you're going to breathe really deeply. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Remember to contract the abdominals as you breathe out. Keep pulling on the waist. Only 2 more. And relax it there, well done. So now we're going to stretch into your bottom and hips a bit more. So crossing your right leg over where the left leg is. Just make sure you're not on the kneecap. reach through the gap and pull that left leg up, just pulling in. And progressing this stretch by pressing the elbow into the inner thigh and rocking to the left and pulling in again. Keep breathing, keep pulling in and pressing the elbow in. Good, back to the centre and changing legs. So you're going to cross the left leg over and reach through the gap, pull the right leg up and in, and then press the elbow into the inner thigh and rock to the right slightly. Keep pulling and pressing the elbow in, breathing deeply. And then grabbing the backs of the knees and just rocking from side to side. Extending the legs away, extending the arms overhead, and just melt into the floor, lengthen the body and take a few deep breaths. And then we're going to roll onto your side. You just want to finish off by stretching through the front of the thigh and into the hip flexors slightly. So let's lay down one side. You've got your lower leg bent for balance. And then we're going to tuck that heel into your bottom and then press the hip forward, pull that top leg further back. So keep pressing the hip forward as you pull the leg back. So getting a nice stretch at the top of the leg there. The more you push the hip forward and the further you can pull the leg back, the more you'll feel this one. So go to your own limit there, don't overdo it. Good, and let's roll to the other side. I'm just going to roll straight over for this one. So again, you've got the lower leg bent for balance, top leg tucking the heel in, and then you're going to press that hip forward, and then you're going to move that leg further back. So just keep moving it further back, pressing the hip forward. Breathing deeply all the time. And release it there. Okay, so coming up to a seated position. Just want to finish with an inner thigh stretch today because we've done a lot of knee presses together today. So let's bring the feet wide, really wide apart for this one. We're going to keep the lower back straight, so it's just all about the inner thighs. And you may already feel a stretch here. I am doing already today, but we'll try and progress it a bit more. But what we're not going to do is flop forward and bend the back. So we're going to bring your fingers to the back of us, and we're going to lift the chest and pop the chest up. So rather than bending the back, we're going to push through the arms and hinge forward, and that should be a fairly good stretch for your inner thighs without having to bend right down. So you can hinge forward without bending your back, so you keep your back straight and you hinge yourself forward by pushing through those arms. So lower back straight, chest is lifted slightly, and we're hinging forward. Nice and straight, walking your feet in and then making your way up to standing. So let's take our time coming up. We've done a nice stretch from your waist already because we did that after we did your Superman. So we're going to just finish off by taking a nice deep breath to the ceiling. Here we go, so take a nice deep breath all the way up. Exhale down. One more time. And exhale away. and give yourself a big clap. Well done, everybody. Thanks for joining in, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. I'll be doing another cardio class tomorrow. So have a nice day, and I'll speak to you. See you soon. Well, I won't speak to you soon, but I'll see you. Well, I won't see you. I won't see you, and I won't speak to you. Anyway, you'll see me. Bye. That went well.